70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Well, we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Huard, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, we try to be pros in every game, right?
Weeks come and gone, and we're off in week 6 on EA Sports. As this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Now looking to throw. Cut out left. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stopped for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And bringing them out, someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Raiders first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket can get even more.
He has the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returnable from the 2. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Eagles and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And as he continues lighting up the stat sheets this season, we can see he's still chasing one man for the NFL lead in passing yardage. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. He'll throw it. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And this one does not go far. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 8. Hits him on the out route. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Right up the gut. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
And the Raiders get there and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the 1st. Pass play on 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Handoff now from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out in 3rd and short.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets this down to the 41 before being stopped. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete, right side.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
The Eagles headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. They'll run here on first down. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's 2nd and 11. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Option design here. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
That one's complete over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 21. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He sends this one to the end zone, and the defender comes away with it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Dumped off to his running back. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They're throwing it. Decent gain here, but short of the first. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this third down. Back to throw now. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 37. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They are throwing it again. Brought in right side. And this one doesn't go far. So gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd quarter. They came into this game on a 5-game win streak and currently in control of what could be a 6th straight victory. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Complete out to the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Intercepted in the end zone. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
The Eagles and this running back headed back out for a new series. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
Eagles nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. 2nd and 6 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Raiders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Now a give on the counter. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Here's 2nd and 7. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing. Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 34. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Desperation time here on fourth. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. He smartly won't risk something here, just chucks it away.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
They'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Working quickly here. Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Throw on third down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The Raiders nearing a win as he drops to a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be